prepared for it. But anyhow, that's where we are. So I'm gonna just kind of talk about the song or whatever, and let's start off from the top. Okay. The song is in B minor, and yeah, the song being in B minor. Here's B minor right here. And that the bass line, you know, so you're playing that B line, that, well, here's the scale. So it's like it's the sixth, like a relative minor of D major. That's pretty much what it is. So yeah, so B minor. And what I found that Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, whoever did all the production, they literally stuck to certain modes. They didn't really deviate unless they were pasting it into a certain section of a song. They literally kept it right there for that section. So here we go. That literally follows that B minor walk up. B, B, C sharp, D, E, D, F sharp, B, G, G, A, B, B, A, B, B. That's what that is. Start off. Okay, that part. I noticed that is actually playing in the song. So while that bass line is playing, I notice it's going. So it's almost like the bass line is kind of like, even though the bass line is moving, it's almost like it's staying on that. I think they're kind of treating it like it's just going, or like doom boom doom 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 doom. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of treating it like that, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes the bass line is moving, but how they're treating the music, the musicality around it is as though it is staying on one note. You know what I'm saying? But they make the note move around. So in this particular case, they're not making the music necessarily go with the bass line, if that makes any sense. So in funk music, sometimes you may see that happen. Not all the time, but sometimes you hear the bass line moving around, you know, doing, you know what I'm saying? But they're just like, they're staying on one chord. Well, that's because they're having in mind they're staying in one place, basically. So that's what I figured the approach is. So they move from the A major triad to the D major triad. You know what I'm saying? So A major, but they're only playing the D, G, and B string. So that's what they're doing. So I have a different mix on this, but if you hear the hear that? Okay. Now for the next part, It goes to that's a G major seventh. This is where it gets kind of tricky actually. So this part right here. So it sounds like they're doing a bunch of like sus type movements, but they're actually substituting the sus's with like other chords. So what's happening is you got G major seventh. Trying to find a good tone. So they're playing this G major seventh, and then they play a F sharp 11, and then they play a F sharp dominant seventh. Da, 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 da. So instead of they're going, you know what I'm saying? So F sharp 11, then C sharp, then F sharp 7, dominant 7th. Then they go to B, like a sus chord. Like a sus 4. Okay. And I don't know if it's like a sus 4/7. When I say 4/7, I mean like the dominant 7th in there, or whatever it's called, to an actual B7. And you can put that high note up there. Okay. So then that next one is what's that? That is a D11 and then a B7. So the whole thing goes like what I'm saying? So it's like they're using it in a sus type fashion, but they're using 11 chords instead. Okay, that's pretty much what's happening. Then it goes to the chorus. I want to love you. You know what I'm saying? So with the drums. So I want to love you. So the bass line, oh, that's why I was sounding crazy. I had my overdrive on. So you hear the bass line going. So that's E, F sharp, G. Okay. But you can just play the triads up here like, okay. So that's pretty much that. Then you're playing the A major triad. That's pretty much it on that. So that's back on that B sus 4, then to B7. Okay, or you oh, like that. Then it's like a little interlude where it's just playing the A major, little funk lick. Then it goes back to what I'm saying? All that love, stuff that Michael Jackson does. And so that's the same as the first verse. We already talked about that. And it pretty much repeats the same thing that I said before. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that part goes. And yeah. So it goes back to the hook, and then it goes to this part. Ooh. Ooh. I love this song because it got more than one element in it. You know what I'm saying? It actually has some blues elements, funk, and of course it has rock. We got that part. So on this part, it just chromatically walks from the F sharp. Let me turn this down some. From F sharp all the way to A. So then from A to B, but you just hit A twice. A, B flat, B, and then here's a little riff. No. So that little lick that is you go to the 7th fret, and you're on the D and G string. And it's basically a double stop, you know what I'm saying, but with distortion. So go to the 7th fret and hammer onto the 9th fret on the D and G string, okay? Okay, or you can use your whammy, you know what I'm saying, joint right here. You can do that if you want. Then, when he says, like, repeat after me, na 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 part. So he plays the power chords. So now they're in a different key. It doesn't sound like they are. They're playing the same melody of the song, but they're in a different key. So it's almost like they're in A, I think. I didn't quite like put it together. But they're playing this lick, which does not fit in a B minor key. Okay, so it's A flat, F sharp. And now the tricky part is when you're playing power chords, like power chords don't always fit in every single chord. Okay, it depends on what you're playing. If you're playing like a 7 chord, a straight up power chord like a 1 and a 5 is not gonna fit. Okay, so you got to make that adjustment. Okay, this is a 1 and a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole song. That's literally the whole song. So let me play this. Ooh. Na 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 na. Take you there. I want to. so we got that part. So another part that I wanted to say was this part. When it starts, it plays this lick right here. It's just a real simple funk lick. Let me see if I can play it up to speed. It plays that little. It plays that. So yeah, that's that lick, and it does. There is another lick that's played, but I didn't really practice it on this part. Okay, and then it goes so it plays something, but I gotta practice it. But that's pretty much the whole song. Okay. So I figured that I would show that, just to let you see how they do it. All right. So I hope that was helpful. Hope it was insightful. Maybe y'all were entertained a little bit. I kind of started spur of the moment, kind of the way I did, but I hope you liked it. Hope you liked it. But that's pretty much how it goes. Let me know if y'all got some questions. And also, if I'm always mention this because I'm promoting the product. Y'all know that. My community. If you want to know more of this stuff and you want to talk more in depth about it, there's a way to do it. You don't have this kind of access on my YouTube channel. I give y'all a little bit, but for those of you who like and appreciate private lessons, I may not be in your local city, but we're not always privy to a local guitar instructor. Sometimes we don't have the guitar instructor that fits our teaching style or learning style, whatever, that is close to us. But I can reach you through Zoom. If you choose the intermediate level, that pretty much comes with that tier, okay? To where you get more than just videos that are recorded. If you have questions, we can hop on a Zoom call and I will make sure that your questions get answered, basically. Okay. So, I take that seriously, and more of y'all need to be hopping on the opportunity. Okay. You need to get on this. Some of you are skipping out on a pretty good opportunity. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to say that again. Hope you enjoyed it. And for those of you who got something to say about the times I might trip over my notes, whatever. All right. So, all right, I'll see y'all. Okay. And yeah, subscribe if you want to, do the whole, what you call it right there. That's on the screen. See that? Super thanks. Yeah, subscribe, super thanks, thumbs up, share, all those things would be much appreciated. Okay. And then I'll let the song actually This is that type of joint. You gotta like grunt, put a grunt in your voice. Desire, and you gotta go outside and yell so you can do it right. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm about to upload it so you can see it. All right, peace. Love you.